since even before you were chairman of the Fed, when you were chair of the Supervisory Committee, you laid out a sort of regulatory revision agenda that's actually been pretty consistent. So there was the guidance on boards of governors. There was some changes to the stress tests, and not changes to the stress tests, but rather clarification on the modeling. And now more recently, the changes to the enhanced supplemental leverage ratio. The Fed has also proposed some changes to the Volcker rule, and as I mentioned a minute ago, changes to the stress test with the stress capital buffer. Are these kind of are there any new frontiers of regulatory changes that you are envisioning, or are you kind of done for the time being, or what else can we expect from the Fed?
It's actually a pretty full docket right now. You mentioned a number of the things, but I would point out we're having, I guess, a public board meeting tomorrow on the single counterparty credit limit provision. We've also got quite a lot of work to promulgate rules to after S-2155, the Senator Crapo's bill passed. We've got a lot of work to do under that. We've got to think about how we would reach below that $250 billion threshold to assess and supervise, regulate, financial stability risk below that level. So what am I missing? Net stable funding ratio is out there to be done. So there's a lot of work to do, I think. And if I can just take this opportunity to say, the financial system all but failed 10 years ago. We went to work for 10 years to strengthen it. Stronger capital, stronger liquidity, stress testing, resolution planning. We want to keep all that stuff. We want to make it, even more effective and certainly more efficient. We want to tailor those regulations for institutions. We want the strongest provisions to apply to the most systemically important institutions. And so we're committed to preserving and enhancing that structure. But we're finding a lot that we can do in the way of tailoring regulations for the smaller, less systemically important institutions. And that's a lot of what we're working on right now.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.